God damn it, dudes.
Couldn't get a job, so I started one. Gotta go hard, it's all or none. Newsflash, no guarantee tomorrow gon' come. How they came a long way, where I fallen from is a place called misery, where happiness hardly comes. City of betrayal, in a town called Bluffington. But I never bluff myself. If it's me against the world, I'm putting money on myself. And why? Cause it only makes sense. Don't talk to broke-minded people, it don't make sense. Conversation with Satan, then all I did was sin. Now was conversation with ballers, now all I do is win. Tailor-made suits, meeting with millionaires. Said success is right around the corner, give it a year. But this ain't luck, just dedication and tears. Time to step it up, I got mentally prepared. Be careful who got your ear, cause that's who holds your future. Opportunity is presented, you just gotta choose. We making history now, never stop our movement. We shall overcome, word of Martin Luther. Well, I got a dream too, and I got a team too. Understand what goals in the plan will really bring you. Haters and impersonators, yeah, they be the main two. Never knew what real was till fake came through. Shout out to Killer, what up the tip? To them boys we ain't scared, no not a little bit. They never make the cut, they only ride the bench. Why would a pup pick a fight with a circle full of bits? Me and my chick like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Presidential like Obama, Bonnie and Clyde mix. I like things consistent, so keep the guessing. Made a couple thousand strong off my first investment. About to choke up the world, better get your beverage. Work smarter and not harder, see I'm in the leverage. What up the senior? Shout out Shalita, used to punish.
Yeah. DJ. I say I got what you want. Yeah, I got what you need. Wait, hold on. I said I got what you want. Yeah, I got what you need. Wait, hold on. I say I got what you want. I got what you need. Wait, hold on. I say I got what you want. Yeah, I got what you need. Wait, hold up. I got what you need. Set the vibe, I guarantee. Ain't no place you wanna be when you right here next to me. Please don't limit me. That's a penalty. Now keep that energy. I hear you mentally. In touch, I'm talking instantly. Hey, you missing me? Word, motion, picture, see it visually. No matter where we are, it's just always you and me. You and me on some 90s love. Call it R&B. Love how you ride with me. It's something that you do to me. I say I got what you want. Yeah, I got what you need. Wait, hold on. I said I got what you want. Yeah, I got what you need. Wait, hold on. I say I got what you want. I got what you need. Wait, hold on. I say I got what you want. Yeah, I got what you need. Wait, hold up.
Guy, get in here. Do you see what's going on the screen here? Do you see what's going on with that guy? I need to take this body killer and go get him now.
I got what you need, I set the vibe, I guarantee. Ain't no place you wanna be when you right here next to me. Please don't limit me, that's a penalty. Now keep that energy, I hear you mentally. In touch, I'm talking instantly. Hey, you missing me? Word, motion, picture, see it visually. No matter where we are, it's just always you and me. You and me, you and me. We got this thing going on, only you can see. No one else can see. I hug you around your waist. Yeah, hugging around your waist. Then I pull you real close. Then I put one to your face. Yeah, I put one to your face. I say I got what you want. Yeah, I got what you need. Wait, hold on. I say I got what you want. Yeah, I got what you need. Wait, hold on. I say I got what you want. got what you need. Wait, hold up. Said I got what you want. Yeah, I got what you need.
Wait, hold up.
Check Volume 3, what up? Go firm. Listen. Slow creeping down your block. Started from the bottom, now we headed to the top. Years from overnight, I just knew that it would pop. Too much motivation, I can never ever stop. After all the adversity, I'm finally getting where I'm supposed to be. I fear only what created me. Man, sweat, that's something you'll never see.
Try me now.
Yeah. Hey, Ill City was hot. I still don't know, ain't gotta wonder where my dog's at. Don't activate the play, but wanna stop and go and pause that. Can't take this heat, I'm dishing out the kitchen, better fall back. Treat it like the boys in the hood without the ball back. Ankle full of misery, get broken with the ball back. Keep running your jibbers, fuck around and you can jaw jack. Mill with the city shit, ain't never need a hall pass. I've been on all 10, ain't have to wonder where my dog's at. I'm 10 toes down.
Trying to upgrade the car. A breath of fresh air, shit needs CPR. Stay on point, you ain't fucking with my dog. Ill City be the mob, bout to blow up like a bomb. Boom. The bed vicious, stomp coming bully the room. Nutty gorilla the most, never get it confused. Two fox him like a sniper so we never lose. While a mud feed on the prey and howl at the moon.
Look, all my niggas is solid. The flame high like stole fire out of the pilot. This that rap that make you go on the nigga wallet. Then get a back of his head a hole like the nigga Wallace. Niggas only loud like the centerweed. Get these jokers what they owe like a centipede. We sending multiple shots like in centipede. Let them all drown. 10 toes down.
Wolves ain't nothing to fuck with for the record. Like-minded bosses I run with, please respect it. You really got a choice otherwise. You know the method. 10 plus mine equals weapon. Turn your segment into segments. Got me on my Dina, I'm up, heavily invested. Safe been growing though 9 months. That bitch pregnant. Live from the bricks and the ghosts with some of the best live. Created generational wealth right off the left wrist.
Either swim with the sharks or get ate like some guppies. No strap, get your wig split. All up, little homie in the big league shooting. I call him Muggsy. Tear your wig off for some coochie. That nigga ugly. Hands like Al Bundy. Grams your mouth twitching. Bars you like spitting and scars you like getting. Been 10 toes down. You pussy just got a foot in. Niggas soft as gelatin. Turn they face in a pudding.
Still on 10, ain't gotta wonder where my dog's at. Don't activate the play, but wanna stop and go and pause that. Can't take this heat, I'm dishing out the kitchen, better fall back. Treat it like the boys in the hood without the ball back. Ankle full of misery, get broken with the ball back. Keep running your jibbers, fuck around and you can jaw jack. Mill with the city shit, ain't never need a hall pass. I've been on all 10, ain't have to wonder where my dog's at. I'm
10 toes down, deeper than the streets, deeper than the cobblestones buried underneath. My city break MCs get buried under beats. It's like my heart and Ice Cube. You can't ride along with me. Part 1 or 2, I part one of you in a 2. Make a duo, then I pop your fucking group like you can't handle the scandal of an Ill City band. Shooting up your toes, make it sand.
Tussle if you want, used to hustle in the front. Been eating good for years, I doubled up my lunch. A sucker gon' get punched, get trouble if you want.
Hey yo, I call shotgun.
So put a muzzle on the pump. See no evil, don't look. Ain't a beat I won't cook. Keep it 10 toes down, but you could lose a whole foot. Looking at a veteran, you don't get a second chance. It's cannon attached to my right arm.
Still on 10, ain't gotta wonder where my dog's at. Don't activate the play, but wanna stop and go and pause that. Can't take this heat, I'm dishing out the kitchen, better fall back. Treat it like the boys in the hood without the ball back. Ankle full of misery, get broken with the ball back. Keep running your jibbers, fuck around and you can jaw jack. Mill with the city shit, ain't never need a hall pass. I've been on all 10, ain't have to wonder where my dog's at. I'm 10 toes down.
City Gang.
smoke break. Live, live, we live in the smoke break. Live, live, live in the smoke break. Live, live, we live in the smoke break. We live in the smoke break. Live, live, we live in the smoke break. Live, live, we live in the smoke break. Live, live, we live. I can't take the smoke. 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 I can't take the smoke.
The stress. We can't hear you.
Oh wow.
There we go.
Ain't nobody say nothing.
Because I was listening through my phone. That's what.
See? That's why I didn't want to do this. But
Right.
live in the smoke break. What's up with y'all?
What's up, man?
Phil, what's good with you?
What's up? I'm sick as fuck.
Oh man.
Damn, what happened?
No, somebody got a sinus infection at my shop, and fucking the whole shop got it. 15 people. I mean,
you can spare sinus infection.
I honestly, I blame the bathroom handle because nobody fucking washes their hands there.
Man, like the same girl.
Same girl. Same girl.
Man, y'all sure it's not the Coco V?
No, I got tested. It's not that, but yeah. I gotta ask, what's that clip from? The I can't take the smoke. What is that?
I can't take the smoke. That's me.
Never.
That's me.
That's him.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So big weekend. People have been talking about the same thing since Sunday. Ah, man.
Like there's no other news. We've been talking about the same thing.
Yes.
It's
what
almost
do y'all feel about that?
It's almost worth it for the memes. That's all I gotta say.
And the memes are crazy. The memes are crazy, right? Yo. Today's topic, the man versus the actor, right?
Nice
so
picture.
yeah, I want to delve more into what is going on with Will Smith personally rather than the incident itself.
Nigga seem alright to me. Sometimes you gotta slap him up.
Yo, but we got icebreakers. Every week we got some icebreakers. Yo, so hold on. Before I put that up, so you think he's good? Brian, be knowing?
I mean, everybody had a bad day at work and cut somebody out by accident. Man, we over it now. You know what I'm saying? Back to the grind.
Are we?
I can't hear nothing.
Nito, what's good, babe?
Oh.
Hey.
Come on the show and say, hold up. You lying, baby.
Bill, well, how about you? You think Will is going through something, or you think that he just needed to handle himself that night?
I got like two different ideas, but the main thing I'd say is like he just, what I remember is, people are talking about, like is he going through something? I'm like, you know what? The fucking Oscars, other than the comedians, that's like the most privileged fucking Hollywood people, and people forget that these people are actors, so they think like this guy's this badass guy with an attitude who can stand up for himself. And I think that he snapped because everyone's fucking with his family online, and he's got to keep up that reputation, like he's got his family's back. And I think he snapped. And honestly, the biggest thing, like, I don't want to sound like an asshole saying this, but he's a generation older than me. He's old school, and I'm just like, I can't imagine like your wife's fucking people, and you got, you know, this son that's saying, I want to date Tyler the Creator. Like, he's got to be fucking, I don't even know. Like, he's a broken man, you know?
Like, yeah, he's just losing on all fronts.
Yeah.
I feel like he slapped the world Sunday. He just came through Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Boy. All right. So, like I said, icebreakers. Let's start off with one of those memes.
Now this is a story all about how I slapped Chris Rock and sat back down. And some people say I'm wrong, but I don't care. I'll tell you why you don't make jokes about wifey not having hair. When Pookie came walking out on the stage, we had no idea we were about to get played. He said a little joke and everything was all cool, but she didn't laugh, and now I gotta act the fool. Took a couple of strides up the right where he stood, looked him in the face and I slapped him good. I gave him one little slap and the world got scared, but that's what happens when you talk about wifey not having hair. I won Actor of the Year, but nobody really cares, and Diddy was up there. We're gonna kumbaya later. I'll see you tonight so we can clear the air, but I'll slap him again if he talks about my wife's hair.
This happened like good 6 hours after the incident. People were pretty fast with their creativity.
Somebody made a skit like before the Oscars went off. Like niggas already had something up.
You with us, Nito?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, sir.
I didn't know y'all could hear me. Yeah, I heard all of that shit. He slapped the shit out of his ass. He smacked his ass back in New Jack City.
Alright.
But honestly, hold up. So, because I don't want to rehash anything that y'all already talked about. Did y'all talk about this like already, like
at length? But go ahead. We haven't heard your take on it.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like he should have slapped the shit out of him.
maybe it's a DC thing because everybody else making me seem like I'm crazy because I felt like he should have.
Sorry, like should have slapped the shit out of him. Like,
you know what else is a DC thing? Gentrification. They getting y'all out of here with that fucking logic.
Okay, but still, we'll just move to Baltimore. What are you talking about? So
they want this to implode,
so they can gentrify it.
Right?
Nah, but I just think he should have slapped him because I mean, now the way he did it and where he did it at was fucked up, but
a slap nonetheless.
He should have slapped him, bro. You say anything about my wife, bro, I'm gonna slap you.
Please don't. Please, as a comedian, I don't understand that logic. You know what I mean? Like, please don't attend a comedy show if you're that sensitive.
No,
these are two comedians telling you that he should have got slapped.
You're supposed to slap the shit out of his ass, bro. Like, for real. That's a bad joke and poor taste, bro. The fucked up part about it is he didn't even write that fucking joke. That's the whole shit. He didn't even write it. Somebody else wrote it. I
knew the Academy had writers, and they sent that man up there on the.
He didn't write the fucking joke.
The Academy whole time people were talking about it's an alopecia joke when they really saying it's
deeper than that, bro.
Yeah, it is deeper than that because the character in G.I. Jane, bald head character in G.I. Jane, cheated on her husband with a younger man.
Yeah, no. After the fact, yeah, it's funny as hell. Like, oh damn, that shit is hilarious.
But did Jada cheat, or did they have an open marriage and then she brought the wrong person in the mix and he started telling? Because that's two different instances.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean,
go ahead, Phil.
You know, like I'm complete opposite. I fucking lose a lot of friends because I have I joke about everything to the fullest extent. I mean, my mom's got 1 foot on a banana peel and 1 foot in the grave, and I joke about she's gonna die any moment all the time. And I mean, that's just my personality. And I mean, you know, when you think of the other Oscars with Ricky Gervais. He said way worse shit, and he didn't get his ass slapped. I don't know. That's just me.
But just because they didn't slap Ricky doesn't mean that Will shouldn't slap anybody else. They just chose not to use their slap option.
But it's like you know the roast master Jeff Ross, who's at all the roast. I'm gonna see him in July. He's coming to my town, and I told my wife, I'm like, if we sit in front, we're getting our asses roasted. Like it's something you kind of expect. I don't know.
This wasn't a roast. This was the Oscars.
Yeah, that's the whole.
Like a roast, you go and you expect to get roasted.
Mm-hmm.
If
I
Chris
don't
Rock opens his mouth, I expect someone to get roasted.
Right.
No
And
more.
Yo,
He's not
it's
going to
so
stop.
many-
He's not
listen,
going to
though,
stop.
bro. It's so many other Will Smith, Jada Pinkett jokes you could have had than that one.
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
Which one?
Tell us one.
What? I'm just saying, you could attack a
Which
bunch
one?
of shit. You could attack this.
You getting
all right.
slapped for any
What
of
else?
them shits.
What else can you attack
What?
other
You can
than
attack
their sexual escapades?
Jada and him? How they haven't been in a movie since when?
Don't do Will Smith. He just won an Oscar.
That's what made G.I. Jane a triple entendre.
Like, when's the last time she was in something?
That joke was a triple entendre. It spoke to
That
her,
shit was- no,
her
listen.
lack of acting. It spoke to her
Listen,
bald head,
the
and it spoke to her
the
her
thinking
sex.
behind the joke. Whoever came up with that shit, that was phenomenal. It was just at the wrong time, bro. They've been hearing that shit for how long? You know what I'm saying? They've been hearing about their lives in the media for how long? And then to get up there and somebody that looked like you get up there and tell that joke, I'ma slap the shit out you, bro.
Not even just
This is terrible.
It is. We just had this conversation a year and a half ago when Chadwick Boseman died. Before that, he posted that video. He was all skinny looking, and people was going in, making all type of jokes. Then you find out he had stage 4 cancer. It's like, you know what? We should stop doing that. And we turn right back around and do it all over again. Except this time, the nigga snapped instead of dying.
Exactly.
I know who not to go out in public with.
I feel like I feel like the slap might have been a bit much. I feel like he would have been okay if he sat there and said, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth," and left it at that.
Oh no, that was kind of the
Yo,
extra.
I would have respected it more if we found out later that he beat him up backstage.
Right.
It's the time and the place thing that bothers me.
Yeah, I see. That's where
The inability to control your emotions that bothers me.
That's the part where I was like, all right, bro, you ain't have to smack that nigga on national TV, bro. Like, God,
He kind of had to, though.
On international TV, not just national TV, bro. The world saw that.
Yeah, and he smacked the world. Hundreds, if not thousands.
That's what I'm saying.
Hundreds of thousands of people have been disrespecting this man the last 2 years, and the nigga lost it.
Yeah.
Like it's easy for us to say, because even I can go with he shouldn't have did it then. It's easy for me to say that not being in his situation. I don't know what I would have did if that was me and my wife, and we just went through all that. And I'm watching her be so stressed out that she's become sick and her hair is falling out. Also, something else we didn't bring up.
He's the source of this.
Is Jada not a black woman hair icon for rocking the pixie cut in the 90s, or being in the group of women who rocked the pixie cut in the 90s? So to be in that,
Yo, I'm tired of hearing this black women hair shit. I'll tell you that right now.
no, nobody cares.
I'm tired of hearing about black women hair. Okay, they spend so much time buying other people's hair. I'm tired about hearing this shit.
This one didn't.
And the first person that they argue about their hair is their black man. So I don't want to hear that shit no more.
But this one didn't though.
What the fuck is that?
And again,
it's too much emphasis being put on that shit.
But that's what
it is about her hair.
Yeah.
Right, but you're not above reproach. You're not above jokes.
I feel like it's
Everybody
different
gets
when
this
you
work.
voluntarily shave your head.
I guarantee these same people have a problem with the LGBT community and their sensitivities.
Why is the LGBT community always adjacent to the black community? What is that?
No, because it's hypocrisy.
Even to that point,
double standard.
I think part of my standpoint is certain people, you can't call me a nigga. I don't care what the joke is. If you call me a nigga, you just might get hit in the mouth about it. So if I have a boundary about that, who am I to say somebody else can't have a boundary about saying you can't say this about me or you can't say this about my spouse? That's a
I'm pretty sure if somebody got up there and said that word to somebody, nobody would be having this discussion about was it a good thing or a bad thing for them to do.
If who? It depends on who said it.
If somebody who should not have said that word went up there and said that to someone they should not have said that word to,
and
then that reaction that Will Smith gave would have been justified, and nobody would be talking about it right now.
Right.
Other than saying that you're good, you did a good thing. But that's not what happened.
That's one thing I want to say is like people keep saying like she's suffering from alopecia. Like, you know, truth is like alopecia is just balding. You could say Joe Rogan's fucking suffering because he's been bald as fuck for years.
No, I'm sorry.
I mean, all you do is you lose your hair, and I don't know. This is just my opinion from
Joe Rogan, bro.
I mean, from like my community of comedians, like it's like what I've been seeing is like everywhere Jada is, Will Smith's being like her cuck. That's why it was weird that he started laughing right away, and then he looks over. He's like, "Oh shit, someone's making fun of my master. I better like my dog owner. I better go get off the leash and bite his ass." You know, like I don't know. That's the way I
see.
That's the way I saw it.
I see it as that is celebrity media Will Smith. We got to put on his face and we got to put on this show because I'm in front row.
If you got about that face,
I look at her. I see her, and I'm reminding of every day I have watched this person's hair fall. I've watched, and I have also had a front row seat to all the pain and the tears and everything else that came with the stress of her hair falling out. That pushed me over the edge. Also, somebody else brought this up. In his book, he talked about how when he was a kid, his dad used to beat his mom, and he froze. And so he has always felt like a coward because he froze and watched her get beat. So he told himself, if somebody ever crossed the line like that again, in his face, talking about somebody that he cared about, he was going to do something about it.
So he has repressed childhood issues.
Okay, that don't mean that you're not going to get slapped.
He's going around assaulting people.
But I know we all know somebody, right, that when they get angry.
Yo,
like I know people that smile, cheese, laugh. You know what I'm saying, and all that. So
that's not a complete sentence.
You basically saying when you know people who are upset, they smile or laugh when they're upset.
Okay.
All right. So now y'all coming in. Now, like, the thing is, it's like if somebody. You know, somebody say something, you done had enough. It's like, bro, I'm about to beat this nigga ass, bro. He don't even know what the fuck I'm about to do. And you laughing about it the whole way there. You know what I'm saying? And then you do the shit and you still laughing like, this nigga did not know I was supposed to slap the shit out of him. That's it. Like, I've seen people that do that all the time. Like, all the time.
True. Okay. Hold up. We got more icebreakers and shit.
Motherfucker, why don't you learn to fucking drive, you dumb fuck? Fuck you too, bitch! Do something, motherfucker! Pull up! You ain't gonna do shit! Fuck up!
Leave people alone!
Road rage will get you killed, bro, for real.
Yeah, it will. For sure.
Will get you killed.
See?
Now, what's going to happen is when they report the plates of that person who flashed that gun, that person going to jail.
True.
Why?
Can't brandish your weapon on the road like that.
They don't got no. That joint probably ain't even loaded.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It sucks.
He needs to not be. First of all, good job on the reaction time.
Oh, he hit them brakes hard.
He hit them brakes.
Matter of fact, go back to the video. It looked like he was on the shoulder.
He probably was on the show. They was arguing, you know. pulled up on the shoulder on him.
So does he have a case for pulling a gun? Because if you driving on the shoulder, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, bro, you reckless driving at this point.
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do to me, man. Back up.
Man, fuck you, bro.
Look at his neck.
You see his mouth was still open. He was still trying to talk. He was still mid-sentence.
Y'all going to jail.
Yeah, probably.
Well, way too much. Oh yeah.
Oh, that was the last straw.
Fired.
Nigga, whatever company put that up is going to jail.
Yes, the carpenter is fired. For real. Everything.
I worked for a company like that. No joke.
Lost everything.
So what was that? Was that a weight issue, or was the deck not structurally
The
sound?
foundation.
Yeah. No, I worked for a company. They'd be like, "Yo, we need to replace this porch in this location, and then with this porch in this location," and they didn't want to fucking spend money, so they just save all the wood from the rotted porch and install it at the other location.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
But that's messed up. Like, they should go to jail.
Clearly that's dangerous.
That's fraud.
Yeah. Because what if he's having a cookout and there's 20 people on the deck?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You know what their trick was? Is like you're supposed to put 6 feet of cement, and they would put only the top foot, so it's rotting inside out. So like the moment somebody goes on there, that thing's falling over.
That's messed up, man. You should report those people, man.
What?
Oh,
Don't let nobody contract with them.
Bill said, I did my job. I was supposed to put the screws in. Now, where they got the wood from is,
Yo,
I can't take the smoke.
what the fuck are they smoking?
Street survival. So one of my newest clients, Chris Rock, I'm sure you've heard of him, has asked me, how do you defend yourself against a rogue Will Smith in the street? A lot of that happening these days, but don't worry, we've got you covered. So the attack comes in. And then I neutralize Will Smith. Now, as you can see from the high-speed video camera footage, a lot of raw emotional power behind this slap. Will's been doing a lot of projects, under a lot of stress. This is the mother of his children. But what I've actually done is absorb the slap, redirected the energy through the legs, through the groin, and then I neutralized the attacker. Now, hopefully this doesn't create a conflict of interest between me and Will. You're one of my best students. But I look forward to you playing me in Anime Street Survival, the movie, coming out in theaters 2033. So, thank you all for watching. Stay safe out there. Anime Street Survival. Y'all have a good day.
Shameless plug.
Right. You know. What are these people smoking, man?
He just said something else that I got learned about this whole situation. A big part of what was going on, everybody was like, why Chris ain't move?
Right.
I seen the next day on TikTok, he did an interview with The View. And I think it was an old interview. Apparently he has a disease called NLV, non-verbal learning disorder. It is hard for him to read social cues from other people, physical social cues from other people, i.e., somebody's mad at you, which is why he was just standing up there kikiking and not prepared, or, you know what I'm saying, even bracing himself to get hit in the face.
So Will's beating up the mentally challenged. That's what you're saying.
I mean, but Will's also.
Are we picking and choosing which diseases are like, excusable or laughable?
I think the one that got physically assaulted is worse than the one that got talked about.
No, I mean, if we're gonna do that,
nah,
Chris shouldn't be in this line of work because he doesn't know what he's saying or how it can affect
the
other
applause
people.
button. Can we get the applause button for that one?
Of course you would.
I could see if he was a boxer, or if he was a fighter, if he had an
social
expectation.
cues.
Yeah, social
cues.
cues. Socially, you don't know.
He's the only person supposed to be on the stage.
Okay, but you're
not only was it assault, it was trespassing.
You're in a room full of people socializing with them.
Y'all better not ever say anything on this microphone when we go live in front of people.
I don't have.
I'm gonna say,
EFT. What's it called?
hey.
I don't have that.
You're supposed to add the social cues.
I don't have that.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, hey.
I'm gonna eat my wings.
As a comedian, I know there's a possibility for me to get hit in the face based on what I said, which is why I do my best to curb what I say. It don't matter if it's funny or not. Don't matter if everybody else enjoyed it or not. That don't mean I won't get hit in the face.
This is interesting. This is really interesting.
Also,
it's the 21st century.
Cat Williams made this point a few months ago, pre-Chris and Will, about so many comedians complaining about how comedy is being censored. You know, and especially with the talking about other people. And Cat was like, if all you can do is talk about other people, or this is going to make you quit comedy, or this makes your comedy not good, then you're probably never a good comedian to begin with. Like if you need this, if this is the only leg you can stand on, and you're not able to pivot, because at this point it's just time to pivot. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It's time, if you can't pivot, then you just need to leave the game altogether.
Respectfully.
Interesting. Very interesting. Because I'm not a fan of PC comedy.
No, me neither.
I don't want no diet comedy. I want my shit straight.
I'm always about, if it's funny, then it's funny, and you reach the goal. And a lot of the times, I'm gonna start doing stand up again. I'm going through my own shit, and I'm seeing therapy instead of slapping people. but once that's over with, I'll have money to go to stand up and take some classes and stuff. But what I will say is, like, a lot of the scene in Chicago that I've been part of, like the local scene, like I see people just get on stage. They're not even saying jokes. They're just shitting on anybody who's like heterosexual, and it's like a spoken word. It's not even funny. And the thing with Chris, I will say, is like, when you watch something like Everybody Hates Chris, which is kind of like based on his life, a lot of comedians are like little fucking dweebs who got bullied, and so their mouth is the way they defended themselves. And I mean, I don't know. It's funny that we talk. I'm just gonna say real quick. It's funny that this happened because I just got out of court for getting my head split open for talking trash to my neighbor, and the reason why I feel better is because Chris got slapped and he froze up. I kept talking trash and I kept getting my ass kicked. I didn't fucking care. I was like, I'm not walking out of here feeling like a bitch. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna be like, this guy is not gonna be able to sleep for a week from the shit that I said to him.
But what about when you can't talk no more because
what about
that's
what?
the end of you? What about when you just can't talk anymore because you wanted to go out with a bang so bad because you didn't want to go out like a bitch, but then you just like clocked out for real? Like you can't talk anymore. It's not like you're dead.
Oh, like if I got killed?
Would it have been worth it? Like you would be like, I went out like a G. I told his ass.
Oh, no, it'd be stupid. But I mean, the whole situation was stupid. It was a guy getting mad at me over me playing music too loud.
But shit like that happens. You could die about that shit.
I'm music.
Yeah, I mean, there's people. I mean, I can't predict that. It's like
right. We're gonna live scared out this motherfucker.
But that's the point. You can't predict that, but you can't look at people crazy when they react how they react. I'm not going to say like if something would happen to you to where you would really got if it would have been fatal, is that what they call it? Yeah. Then we would be like, okay, that was senseless.
Well, here's another point that I just thought about with the Oscars thing. Is it's like, so here's what I'm saying. Like say it's something formal like somebody's wedding, right? You're going to your best friend's wedding, and for some reason you guys got a mutual friend that just for you, that person causes drama, but for your best friend, they're good friends. And you go to this wedding and this person talks shit. If you interact, if you like start a fight with this person, I think that's kind of selfish because then you're turning that whole night about you, and that's kind of like, I don't know.
Ruining it for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you know what made me laugh my ass off the most was I think Amy Schumer is so fucking horrible, and like she's just not funny, and like I feel like that Oscars was like, oh, this is my comeback, and nobody is ever gonna fucking remember her from that Oscars, you know?
Until she came back and said she was traumatized. Now I'm throwing fucking tomatoes at you, because bitch, what the fuck?
That was a funny part, like white people just interjecting themselves.
Like,
I mean,
what
you
the
cool
fuck is
with
that?
Phil, but you know, he could have killed him.
That's the thing. Why does it's the Oscars? It's not the Negro Award.
Mm-hmm.
They're actors. Other actors and comedians were commenting on other actors and comedians.
Mm-hmm. But they were like, if he would have hit Betty White, that man was not going to hit.
Definitely, I saw that tweet.
Man, if he would have hit Betty White, I would have jumped in that motherfucker. Like, how you gonna hit Betty White?
I mean, she alright.
She had a mouth on her too. Anybody could get it. Period. I can't take the smoke. Hit the button.
she almost hit 100. If he would have hit her, he would have went to prison.
Yeah,
you know that's the other thing too. Is like
I was saying, he did her a favor.
Like what if it was Ricky Gervais, and at the end of the day, it's like that host, they're just doing their job. I don't know. Like that's
no, I get it. I get everything that everybody's saying, but what I'm saying is, sometimes your job might get you in trouble.
Might get you slapped. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's fair to take light of the fact that it's just alopecia. Like, I feel like there's a lot of layers to that are just being dismissed primarily by men. But I mean, that's what y'all do. So you have to take into consideration, at the end of the day, it was a tasteless joke, especially considering the variable. If she had, again, voluntarily cut her hair, cool, crack a joke on me. Like, I saw somebody on Facebook like, oh, you never made a bald head joke before. Like, yeah, I have made a bald head joke before, but I've done it to somebody who I know shaved their head off because they wanted to. Or you don't make, you're super skinny about somebody who's trying to get their weight up and they just have a small body mass. Like, you know, you can't just take jokes at people about their physical appearance when it's not something that they're choosing and they might not be comfortable with. And it even goes even deeper than that with the alopecia. As a woman, hair is a huge part of us, whether we have it, whether we don't, whether it's real, whether it's fake, whether it's long, whether it's short. It still is a part of femininity. And to be losing that and to be having that falling out and you don't have a choice, that makes you feel less than a woman. You can almost equate that to having to have your breast cut off if you have breast cancer and now you don't have your breasts anymore. You feel less than, and that's something that can be mentally damaging to you. And if you do the research into alopecia, there is a high mortality rate due to the depression that's linked to it because women feel less than because their feminine attributes and characteristics are being taken away from them, not by choice, but forcefully. So it's more.
So we need to have more issues like this so Ace can talk.
What?
No, I agree. I agree.
I mean, just as speaking for the ladies.
There's a lot of pressure on women, especially at a place like the Oscars, to be looking like your best, you know.
But you got to think, she probably got a bunch of compliments from people. Girl, you look good, all this and that. She might have been struggling with, her confidence in that. And she finally was getting it built up, being surrounded by a lot of love and a lot of positivity. And then you got that one person who gets on stage in front of everybody and decides to be a funny guy.
Nigga carried
and
her.
then he got slapped.
Next
time, be a funny guy.
Somebody else brought this up. They're like, did y'all notice how everybody went to console Will and nobody
right.
Like, and I pointed this out the other day when we did the quick live. When Samuel L. Jackson shook Will's hand, it looked like I've been waiting to slap that nigga, and I'm glad somebody did. And the fact that nobody consoled him kind of feels like Will wasn't the only person who had an issue with him. Will was just the one who
Pretty
did
sure
something.
not.
Everybody was like, my man.
Over
He had it
like
coming.
30, 40-year career, I'm pretty sure other people wanted to slap Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that
Got a
not
Harry Potter pole in his house.
Hey, what is he smoking, man? That's how long. Like, how long do you think someone would stay in their house doing that?
Not long. That shit hurts after a while.
Shout out to the scapular strength to hold it, because he definitely could rip his arm out.
Come on, massage therapy with the scapula.
Yeah, man.
I'd be more impressed if he was doing it with his hand, but
oh, I was like,
he's
The cards. This guy right here, he thought he was buying some weed, but they sold him a whole bunch of beans.
Oh, I thought that were cookies, like cookie crumbs.
You let a girl finesse you like that?
Yo.
I thought it was goldfish.
I thought it was goldfish.
Look like
block.
Come on, man.
Oh, you know he made. He put his phone on the ground. This nigga.
All of them.
Hey, bro.
Oh my god.
See?
Weird as fuck.
See, bro.
I love the fishes because they so delicious.
Like cat food.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what that is.
That's messed up. Y'all ever been beat? If you are a true smoker, at some point in your
got beat.
career, you gotten beat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That looked like a lot though.
What? That nigga just bought like a whole half an ounce just now, and that
Yeah.
shit bullshit.
Like it wasn't even like he didn't even have the decency to sell you Reggie. He just straight put popcorn kernels in some bags and sold this shit.
Not the popcorn kernels.
Somebody got a quick $80 out of Cuz, quick $100 out of Cuz, and walked off, smooth walked off. Yeah. Damn. I ain't never got beat like that though. God
Yeah,
damn. Like, at least I got weed out the deal. It might have been bullshit weed, but I ain't never got beat like that. Boy, that nigga got cookie crumbs with milk poured on them. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo,
I can't take
random
the
news.
smoke. I can't take the smoke.
Yo, what happened to Bruce Willis?
My man quit, bro.
He said he had some type of
Cognitive disorder.
Yeah, he couldn't read or he couldn't speak or process speech.
He under the Floyd Mayweather Act.
Oh, I see what you did there. Yo.
Made a joke of his condition.
Keep my man's name out your motherfucking mouth.
You know, it said Bruce Willis was diagnosed with aphasia.
Oh, that's what it was.
That sounds sexy. What's that?
Oh.
Yeah, it's my cousin's name, man.
I know that.
Said it is an acquired communication disorder, which means that it's something that happens during the course of life instead of being present from birth.
Mm.
It affects the person's ability to process language, but does not affect intelligence.
Okay.
Damn, that's crazy because you got to feel like that's frustrating because you're not dumb. You know what's supposed to be happening, but it's not happening.
And it's not coming out.
That's crazy.
And I'm sure it's hard to do that and act. So
You're like in a walking tomb.
Yeah.
You're like you're imprisoned in your body because you can't communicate.
Like, get out.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's when shit like assisted suicide comes into play. Because
Dr. Kevorkian.
That's crazy.
Didn't they lock him up?
Yeah, he was killing people.
No, he was assisting suicides.
Suicide is a crime. You get. Yeah,
Yeah, it definitely is a crime. You can't even kill yourself. That's crazy.
Right,
that's the fucked up part. Imagine you blow half your mouth off, and then you're just, and then the cops catch, and you're like, We know you're depressed, but this is illegal. We're fucking taking you to
Attempted
jail.
suicide.
Hell yeah, that's attempted murder. That's assault with a deadly weapon.
But I'm saying, how is it like
the fact they just racked up the charges on you and you like, God dang.
do they take your soul to court? Like,
that's if you live. Like, if you try it and don't kill yourself, you get locked up for that.
I'm saying that shit was an accident.
Yo, what was your favorite Bruce Willis movies? It don't have to be a Bruce Willis movie. He could have played a role in it.
Is that Castaway? No.
Wow.
Only one person in Castaway. It was not him.
Wow.
Castaway, bruh.
Whoa.
That was close though.
Right? Who's that guy?
Bruce Willis was the voice of the beach ball in that one.
Yeah.
Period.
I like Pulp Fiction.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Pulp Fiction.
I liked Lucky Number 11. That was dope.
That was
Man, growing up, I was a big Die Hard fan.
Born Identity.
I don't think he was there either.
Wow.
Ocean's 11.
You know what?
Just
Like,
throwing them out there.
it didn't get a lot of fucking like whatever coverage, but he made like a Death Wish remake, and I liked it a lot. But half the reason was because it was taped in Chicago, so I
Gang shit, never lame shit. Period.
I missed that.
Didn't they do Die Hard in Baltimore?
I think the first
one with Samuel.
They was in. I feel like they was in New York. Cause
but where did they film it though?
Oh, I don't know. Baltimore don't have no fountains, do they? Cause remember we had to fill the water things up.
I don't know if they did it. I don't know if they did that here, but
Yeah.
there is a fountain in the on Charles, North Charles.
Oh yeah, right in the
little
circle
that circle.
Yeah. But no, I think the first one.
So you do watch movies?
Yes.
You don't watch black movies. Oh my God. You ever seen Menace to Society, Phil?
Oh yeah. I watch too many movies, and then after I watch them, I read like every trivia on IMDb, and I drive all my friends nuts with the useless facts. Like,
I'm trying to see what's a movie. I'm trying to think of a movie Brian's be knowing that hasn't seen.
I saw Menace to Society. That's what Kane the Old Dog, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I saw that one.
You gotta ask, bro.
Yeah, we had a list. We had a list that he hasn't seen.
Don't worry about that list, man.
Yeah, all right.
Don't worry about
I bet you
Don't
Phil
worry
seen all
about
of
the rest.
What are they smoking? Let's get back to that.
I can't take the smoke.
Yo, tell us a Black China, Ace.
Ace. Okay. So Black China took to the internet to say that she gave up 3 of her cars and some more shit because she is a single mother, essentially. And the Shade Room posted this up asking what the masses thought of it, and both baby daddies joined in with their own. Tyga responded initially with, I pay $40K a year for my son's school, and he lives with me Monday through Saturday. Why would I pay child support? LOL.
Monday through Saturday.
Right.
Yeah,
Then
Monday through Saturday.
here comes Rob. I pay $37K a year for my daughter's school. I handle every single medical expense. I pay for all her extracurricular activities. I have my daughter Tuesday through Saturday. Why would I pay child support? LOL.
Spank her ass, bro.
City boys up.
Man.
Y'all here fathering our children.
Yeah, I can't even say this is City Boys thing. Like, just fathers up. Well, at this point, they trying to drag them in.
Not the baby daddies linking up on the clapback. That's embarrassing.
Man, boy, they dap
Man,
each
what's
other
that?
up when you hit Sam.
$77,000 a year.
Just on school.
Just
Between
on
the two?
school. Right. Rob tried to one up with the medical expenses and extracurricular activities.
Yeah, he
But
said Tiger Kid ain't got no health insurance.
Tiger probably ain't got no health insurance. We ain't sick.
That's on you, bitch.
Ain't nothing wrong with my son. Well, I don't. As my grandfather would say, you can only drive one car at a time. So you selling three, you'll be all right.
Yo, y'all know that Disney parks are stripping all references of gender from their parks and their greetings. Like there's going to be no more ladies and gentlemen, hello ma'am, sir, anything like that.
So
hello, friend.
We're not friends.
They're gonna strip all of that.
Please don't be my friend. Yeah.
And then what? I think it's about 2024. They want half of their characters to be LGBT or other minority groups. For inclusivity. Everybody deserves representation, but they're going pretty hard right now.
Yes.
Why can't we get a new character? Why do we have to change the old characters?
I was just about to say that.
We need a new character.
They're probably going to introduce some new characters.
But just do that. You don't have to change because you're ruining it for the people that do identify as whatever they identify as mentally and biologically.
Right. So you're not allowed to identify.
Yeah. Right. You're not allowed to identify. The new identifiers can identify.
Right.
How dare you identify?
I think they're just fucking desperate because who goes to Disney World anymore, especially with pandemic?
Right.
I mean, they're gonna be like, we're gonna do whatever we can to, diversify our,
Right. Also, I saw an interesting tweet from a young lady the other day. And she was talking, it was around the conversation of people not making kids trans, but like seeing certain things in kids like, oh, that's because you're a trans boy, you're a trans girl, and like pushing them in that direction. And the woman has said, as an adult, I'm like a more like, I can't remember what she said. I can't remember what she said about what she is. Hold up, what she is right now. It was some type of mix of masculinity, femininity, whatever.
Androgynous.
But no, but she was saying like she's more feminine now. Like, maybe like a point is, she said when she was a kid, she was a tomboy. And she was saying, I don't know who I would be today if somebody saw me being a tomboy then and tried to make me trans. I just wanted to play with little boy toys or do little boy games at the time. We gotta give these kids some space to just be kids and stop trying to make them something so early on.
I think nobody's trying to make them that, but the people who grew up to be that. They're like, if someone had told me about this earlier on, I could have come into myself earlier.
It feels like people who didn't do that. It feels like people who want to do that and too scared to do it. Now they're trying to make other people. You can be whatever you want to be, but what if I want to be that?
Yeah.
What if I just like the stuff?
I feel like back then too, people like these people saying, oh, I wish I had somebody to mentor me to come out. Back then, like, it wasn't accepted. And now it's sort of like you can let the kids be the kids and they'll feel, fine. You know what's funny is like I have a friend who I met him when he started out. I did stand up with him, and he was fucking hilarious. And now over the pandemic, because of the cesspool of Facebook, he's become a pansexual. So he goes by they and whatever. And I'm this is karma for me because I used to make fun of guys who dude, man, bro, and now I say that shit all the time. And my friend's like, by the way, it's not dude, man, or bro. And I froze up. I'm just like, all right, I need like 10 minutes to sort of like go over the
right. Yeah, I need to cycle it through a few. It's like when you get new fluids in your car. Like I gotta let these cycle through a few times, before we get back to where we need to be.
Well, what's that? Oh, Coming to America. His mama call him Cassius. I'm gonna call him Cassius. That's why I feel like That's what that's.
No, I give him that. If you don't want to be called that, I'm not gonna call you that. Because again, if you call me a nigga, and I told you not to call me a nigga, we might have a problem.
Yeah.
So I give you that space. That's fine.
Not the same. You were born a nigga.
Ah,
That's
who
not
said
true.
that?
That is not true at all.
Who said that?
That's what I came back to.
Hey, yeah. That's facts, Chuck. I'm on A side. Yes, you was, bro.
But-
you was
You
born
were
black,
born a
bro.
nigga, bro. You
But,
were destined for this shit.
I will. I think I heard what y'all was saying about calling them what they asked to be called. Like, yo, Miss Tony said, "How you want to carry it?" You know what I'm saying? I definitely call that person Miss Tony, right? You know, I'll call you your name. Like, just don't try to tell me what something is that I've known it to be my entire life. Like,
Y'all
trying to
calling
change the
Bruce Jenner
definition
Caitlyn?
for me.
I don't.
If I, yes, I call. First of all, I can't say that I knew the person is Bruce. So who am I to be like, no, you Bruce? I have no experience with Bruce.
You look like Bruce to me, nigga.
Oh shit.
Yo, Young Dolph has gone platinum. Here, you know, posthumously.
Is that how you say that? Posthumous?
Yes.
Damn, I've been saying. You know what I've been saying.
Yeah, go
Nah,
ahead.
say it.
Nah, go ahead. We listening.
Let's hear it. Spit it out.
Posthumous. Right?
Without the lead, we'll
worse. Isn't
That's what I say.
Yeah.
I don't
It's a
think.
Chicago thing, my boy. You gotta be.
Okay.
I don't think nobody's gonna correct you if you said that.
But I was correct.
Everyone's
so
pretty
posthumous.
unsure how to
Right.
say it. So.
Yeah. Got to
You sound like you know. Okay.
Post-Ramus or something like completely ridiculous. Post-anatomy. That we'll take that one.
Yo. And
Congratulations.
right now we got Tails from the DM.
I'm so cute. Look at me.
There you go.
Ace Almighty.
Hello, all, and welcome to another session of bullshit. Let's get it. Okay, boom. I saw this on my TL. This message comes from August 3rd, 2011. Yo, young man in the DMs of a young lady. She just responded earlier this week in 2022 and says, damn, you was in the inbox way back then. You've been hawking for a minute, huh? I see you changed that profile pic. He said, man, I don't even know you, and you think you made me change my profile pic? She says, you got a mama? He says, you got a mortician? Because don't play with him. Don't. I'm trying to see.
He was on one, yeah. Fuck that. That nigga was good. That was a great comeback. I'm using that one. Yeah. What the fuck?
That was on point because what are you talking about? It's giving cloud chasing vibes. And why are you searching back in your DMs from 2000? Matter of fact, y'all, she probably wasn't even searching back to her DMs. She probably tried to slide in his DMs
and
saw the old DM. But why are you trying to slide if you're just trying to play me anyway? Kudos to that man because he did exactly what should have been done. I'm not mad at that one. You right, Nino. That was a good one with the mortician thing. Yeah.
What? What you shut the fuck up after that?
What do that mean? Did that mean I look like I'm dead or you're gonna kill me? I don't even know.
I'm gonna kill your
I'm
ass.
gonna kill
You
you.
gonna die today?
You're gonna die today.
You got a mama? Do you want to die?
Because what's that? You got a mama? What that mean, bitch?
Yeah, what the fuck do that mean?
Okay. We got a dating profile, y'all, from a young man named Black, 30 years old. Bio states, how you for the streets, but you looking for a king. Somewhere, he's in Atlanta, Georgia, looking to match anywhere, and we'll find out why. He's 6'2". I don't know what the rest of that means, but he doesn't have kids. So now we go into his conversation with a young lady. These are his profile pictures. Now we get out of the close-up. He's standing there. He got the jail pose. Are you in jail? Yes. How are you in jail talking about women being in the streets and you can't even come outside? Period. Now, this is the second one that we've had from a young man in jail in the past week. Take these niggas' phones on outside trolling.
And what else they gonna do?
Black, young without a seed. Get out of here.
And they matched. And with this, I will say though, it makes sense that he would not want somebody in the streets because he wants somebody inside because he's inside. I will give him
what got me in here in the first place.
Exactly. I'll give him that. But I just want to say, ladies, be safe out here because these niggas are wilding. They're in jail.
They're in jail.
With the photo.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that.
No.
That's what's going on. Stay dangerous, ladies.
He looked like he was like real live at a day party taking a picture. Yo, hell no.
With the white tee and the sweats on, right? They don't let you at a day party with the outfit on.
Nah, he been reading some books. He got the little cap on his head with the glasses. He been reading.
Yes, bro. What block are you on?
See,
hell block, boy.
Imagine if his match is like the guy who gets fucked in the ass every day at jail. You know?
Wow. That's just something I didn't want to imagine.
and that same guy's just photo bombing his selfies. You know?
Oh no.
The same guy took the picture. Wow. Yeah. Stay dangerous, ladies, because dating out here is hard.
I was gonna say, have either of you guys seen the movie American Me?
What?
No, it was okay. So I saw this. The reason why I bring it up is because like the whole movie is about like East LA Cholo gang life. That's what it's about. But then I watched the movie, and I'm not even joking. The whole fucking movie is about how cholos can't live the prison life, so they fuck each other in the ass outside of jail.
What's the cholo? Huh?
Like you know the Mexican guys.
Oh, Mexican SA baby Joker. Period.
Yeah. And the whole movie's about like how they're suffering because they can't get out of the jail life. Like the guy meets up with his girl out of first day out of jail, and she's like, "Oh, can we do something romantic?" And he just gets right to doggy style and doing anal. Because he's just like, this is all I know. You know, I was raised.
No.
And it's. I'm just like, I thought this was supposed to be cool. This is fucking weird. You know.
That sounds like a mental health disorder.
Yeah, bro.
Like you got a lot going on.
Yeah, bro. You good over there? Are you okay, bro? What the fuck?
It's too late. The ass now clearly is not. It's too late.
Thank you, Ace. Tales from the DM. Yo, so I wanted to know, do y'all think? I think comedy it could be on this last leg, or stand-up comedy the way we know it, what I've grown up on. You know, it just seems like incidents like what just happens, and a lot of people. It's just gonna change the way comedy is delivered. Do you agree? Disagree? Do y'all go to any stand-up comedy shows? Do you have favorite stand-up comedians?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Who are they?
My favorite ones, dead or alive, or just the ones that's living? Living to go see Carlos Miller. To hear more, it's funny as shit. Just Niche is hilarious. Who else did I go see now? I still go see like Bruce and shit. Like Afion was here last week. I didn't go see him and shit, but I would have went to go see him too. But yeah, I go see pretty much everybody for real.
Afion had an incident, didn't he? Recently?
I think so. Yeah, somebody came over on stage on him. Yeah, it was a
young lady.
Yeah. but then like another woman got up and checked her. It was a whole thing.
What is
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I think so. Like right now, there's a comedy club in New York. They put up a sign like, "Yo, don't even try it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good.
I mean, in some places though, it's like you can't. That ain't. They don't have security or that. Like that place probably got security and shit. And it's probably a long walk for you to get from wherever you sitting to the stage, and it's enough time for security to get there before you do something, right?
Like a reality TV show.
What are they not allowing people to walk on the stage?
Yeah, but you go in one of these, hole in the wall joints, bro. I say some awkward shit.
You on the stage. You already on the seats are on the stage.
Already.
Yes,
yeah.
Like you could touch them, give them 5 and shit after you tell a joke. Like, nah, bro, they will really be on your head. I'll pass.
I think it'll either one, give a lot of jobs to security, and two, I mean, it's just like, I feel like comedians, from the response I saw from like comedians that I like Tom Segura or even I think it was Tim Dillon, they if somebody punches a comedian, you're gonna get your ass eaten alive there, like, because that's, I mean, just think of any concert that you guys been to, just try and go on stage and see what happens. I mean, it's disrespectful. It's not like
right. I hear what you said. I think part of it is because people try to label stuff as comedy, they feel like they can say whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I haven't heard a lot of talks of, okay, I won't say that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I can't say nothing. No, you can't say that. Or you can't say this. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are boundaries. Like, this is one of our new hot topic words. This is the boundary. You can't say this. You can't say. You know what I'm saying? That's like toxic and everything else floating around. This is the boundary. You can laugh. You can joke. You can even make jokes about me about these things over here, but these things over here, you can't. I think this will. I think
I'll create a new space.
A new space, and cause some comedians to evolve. You'll either keep up or you won't.
But at the same time, why would somebody go to a show like that might get offended? That's easily offended, Like, why would you?
Yeah, I hear that. But also, if you know you can easily offend somebody, why would you say it? If we're all here to laugh, and we're all here to have a good time. Is it fair to just be singling out random people?
Well, I mean, what I heard through comedy theory or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like, what makes it funny is it's like this pyramid of how far can I take something offensive to where people are getting uncomfortable, but then I hit it with this is hilarious,
Right.
like this is fucking
yeah.
And if you don't do that, I feel like it'll be a world full of like knock one-liner jokes, that fucking I robbed a bakery and they caught me bread-handed,
It's like most of the Netflix specials. No, I get it. I completely get that. I get your point. But also, sometimes, some crowd work is funny, right? I'm not gonna say none of it's funny, but sometimes the funny is the fact that you were bold enough to be disrespectful in this person's face. Like, it's not always a joke. The joke is not always the joke. The joke is the fact that you were just wild enough to say that in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I will say though, I don't expect anybody relate to me because I'm fucking Wild Phil. I've been trolling since I was 6 years old. The last time I saw a show since before COVID, you guys know who Bobby Lee is?
Yeah.
He's he gets wild, and that's why I love him. And he was telling some gay joke, and there's a guy in the crowd who was just like, "Oh, I don't want to hear this. This is disgusting." And he right away stops the joke. He goes, "Oh, you don't like gay people, huh? Let me tell you something about being gay." And I have it on video. He's stripped naked, jumped in his face, crotch first, and I was crying from laughter. I was like when
That's
people get
nah, no
That's-
way. No way.
Also,
You don't slap the shit out of him if he do that, boy.
right,
No way.
that's slap worthy. Oh, then
Yeah,
Bobby
yeah.
Lee crapped his
Yeah.
pants on what? He did an episode of Hot Ones,
Mm-hmm.
and he pooped himself on the episode.
Yeah.
That's
Bobby's wild. That's a wild boy.
Yeah, bro, that's over wild though, bro.
Yeah, sexual
Yeah,
assault.
yeah.
Honestly, I feel some kind of way about whoever allowed him to do that. That sat there, watched him take his clothes off, waited for him to come over there naked and do that. Like,
You probably didn't believe you didn't believe because
It's
why
just
would
a
he get
shock.
naked?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just-
the
yeah.
shirt. All right, the shirt coming out. Okay, you being funny. You got your chest out. Pants.
All right.
Just drop. Hey yo, this man is lit.
And now he's coming at you now.
I know. I was thinking to myself, like, all these people getting canceled out here. I'm like, what is going on here? This is fucking levels of illegal, you know?
Right, exactly. This is multiple levels of illegal that's happening right now.
I have a question. Corey Holcomb, right?
Yeah.
I love him.
I mean, like, I don't think he could ever reach a mainstream level like some of the other comedians have because his content is so egregious and it's so highly offensive, and you have to have a specific and certain comedic palate to be able to digest the things that he's saying because it's so crazy and offensive. And he doesn't discriminate. He'll say anything. And even if you don't laugh, he'll give you the like, shit, oh well, like it is what it is. But he's like, I feel like he's comfortable with the fact that that's just kind of like his peak at that point. You're never going to reach a certain level. And if you're trying to, you do have to be somebody who knows how to tailor your, set to be something that other people can, laugh at without feeling like it's too far, like that fine line that y'all were mentioning.
Yeah.
Right. Now, but see, his main problem is he hasn't fully monetized himself. Right? Because we live in a day and age where you build your audience, you could just serve them. You don't you do not need to be mainstream.
That's very true.
There's a lot of mainstream broke people.
That's very true.
So,
that's true.
Like Ryan Leslie quietly just cultivated his audience. My bad, Phil.
No, I was gonna say I think there's always gonna be a crowd for everybody. Like, you guys know who Andrew Schulz is?
Yes.
Schulz, bro, yes.
And honestly, like I kind of got annoyed with him lately. But when I first saw him, I was like, this guy's hilarious. I mean, a lot of his shit is borderline racist, but he explained, he's like, this is how we talk in New York. Everybody in New York thinks this is funny. And he got famous just by, he's like, fuck Netflix, I'm gonna make a special on YouTube. And maybe that's what, your guy Corey, that's what he's got to do. He's got to be like, because like I try to do some of fucking bizarre stand-up of mine in my city, in a crowd full of people who everything has to be PC, and so it's I don't ever plan on getting big here, but it's just like, I don't know. There's always going to be a crowd. Like, I listen to this podcast that I fucking drop my tools laughing at work because it's so...
Show live every Sunday at 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's it. Yeah, Smoke Break TV.
That's the one.
Every time that I can't take the smoke, man, I'm slamming my tools down. No, but I listen to this podcast, and it's called Legion of Skanks. It's got a black guy, a Puerto Rican guy, a Jewish guy, and they're so fucking like offensive. But here's the thing.
Planeteers?
Yeah. No, but here's the thing is like, here's what sucks is like they joke about race. They fucking get really offensive about everything in this world. But then some of the fans are actual racists, and that's the problem. Is when you can make a joke about race and then it's actually funny, like your fucking goal is to make laughs, that's still gonna like magnetize the wrong people sometimes.
Right. That is true. That is
a fact, and that's embarrassing.
because I'll listen to the podcast and I'm like, how come this made me laugh? But then I go on the fan page on Facebook and they just post like some shit, and I'm just like,
those niggers.
yeah.
Like there's no punchline in this. It's just
like because I'm not racist, but I could get it. Like I saw a meme where it's a black woman with a pregnant stomach, and she's like smiling down, and it just says, now I get to name you something that no motherfucker can pronounce, you know? And that to me is funny, but I'm like, you could replace that with a fucking Polish woman too, you know? Like that's.
But they wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
But they wouldn't.
And, you know, I was thinking, I'm like, what would they do to make her look Polish? Have some insomnia, saggy eyes, maybe like a communist tattoo, you know? Like,
damn.
They wouldn't do it because it wouldn't be as funny.
Yeah, that dude got me thinking like movies like Borat. Are those movies over?
Yeah, Borat. Yeah, for sure.
That didn't have a long run anyway.
But he was making them as like some president. He made a bunch of them joints though.
He damn near did make a couple of them bitches. I never seen none of them.
Them bitches, bro, them bitches was hella offensive, and the more he made, the more offensive they got. Like, what the fuck?
But it's also different when there's like a black person doing it, or like in the Borat instance, like a white person doing.
It's Sasha White.
He's Jewish.
Okay.
He's like Jewish, British.
Okay, so a white person doing that.
I don't know.
Okay.
Some Jewish people say they're white. Some fucking Jewish people get offended that people say they're white.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Okay. Is okay, but even still, outside of that, like it's a personification of something, right? And so you have a white person who's playing a role of a non-POC. Is that what I have to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where we getting with that? That's what makes it different. And not to say that like white people can't make jokes, you know what I'm saying, about LaQuisha and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But you know, pepper it in.
You know, in Borat though, the thing is in Borat, he was like mocking anti-Semitism. That's why half the movie is like, I am afraid of Jews. They are going to go after me with knife. And he's Jewish, and he's kind of making fun of like these Trump guys who deny the Holocaust, you know? I remember, isn't there that one scene where he's like, we're going to go to a synagogue today, so you have to go like undercover. You can't go as an Arabian. So he has like the hugest schnoz and then like long ass curls, you know? But he's Jewish, so I guess, you know, that's okay to make fun of, but I mean, he's mocking. Have you guys ever seen Who is America?
No.
Ain't that the last one you just said? What was the last one? Who is me?
That's America is me.
No.
American Me.
No. That's an old ass 90s movie. No. Who is America? Who is America? Like, okay, you guys have to look this up because it's fucking depressing. He made a TV show. It lasted like 2 seasons, and he would go undercover as all these people in America, and he fucking like. He pissed people. He went to like
Sacha Baron.
Yeah. He went.
That was his show, right? Or did he have more than one show?
It's a show.
He had all of his, like, Borat used to be a show. Ali G used to be a show, and then it became a movie.
Ali G.
Ali G.
Yeah. Ali G was hella offensive, bro.
I don't know what that is.
That was definitely before your time. That was,
But in Who is America, he goes to a House of Representative, and he tells him he's like, well, obviously you're Republican, and he goes as like this Republican, like fucking like Israeli soldier. He's like, you want to protect yourself from the gays, so what you do is you have to get AIDS. Okay, you have to get AIDS so that you can go after. And he's showing them how he's like, you have to bend over and show me your bare ass and hop around and be like, fuck me in the ass, because you're not going to be their type. and he got this House Representative guy on tape showing his ass, and he got fired the next day. It was fucking crazy. Like, it was crazy. Or he went to a gun control guy in California, and he's talking to him. He's like, there's so many school shootings, and everybody's saying we should arm the teachers. This is bullshit. You arm the children, and he comes out with this commercial with Nerf guns, but they're real guns, and he had this fucking House of Representatives sponsor it. He's just trolling America, and a lot of people hated it because he's from England, so he's kind of like making fun of America. But
also some truth. There's a lot of truth in that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
White humor is different.
But it should be, right?
That's true.
It should be, but it's always further out.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Black people, we could come together and laugh about shit, and you can even go over the line and it'll still be acceptable. But white people will take it to jokes about like people fucking kids, about murder. Like, it always gets so like it's
very dark.
I think it's because white people got mental problems. That's why. So they joke about what's relatable. I don't know. Like,
fuck.
That's pretty much what everybody does, right?
Well,
Talk about what's relatable.
To you.
Right, to you. Yeah.
To you.
You know what I wanted to ask you guys before this is over, like, there's all like shit like R. Kelly and Michael Jackson. Recently, there's a documentary on HBO Max because Marilyn Manson's getting fucked now because he raped a bunch of women. And I'm wondering, like, what do you guys think about, like, it's funny because people keep saying, can you separate the art from the artist? With Marilyn Manson, he's a scumbag either way. Like,
that's true.
So
it's feeling like we're about to start talking about R. Kelly. I'm scared.
We are. Personally, I cannot separate his art from his life because of what his art inspires and what he was doing in his personal life. Like, it's very hard for me to believe that those things are not intertwined.
He's demonic, right?
R. Kelly?
I thought you were talking about the other guy. Well, I mean, shit, hell, yeah.
Depends who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly's the devil, Bobby Boucher.
And Marilyn Manson, it just always looked crazy to me.
Right.
Especially like in the 90s, man. He knew.
Yeah, when he was fully into it.
Yeah.
That was his peak. But I got a personal like beef because I fucking loved 9 Inch Nails, and he didn't get big until 9 Inch Nails collaborated with him, produced his album, and then he just ditched them. And then he went back to like just being fucking weird instead of being successful. But to me, I don't know. Like, I was a huge fan in 8th grade, so it doesn't matter to me. But I don't know. Like, I would see like that podcast that I listen to that's offensive. They were making fun of it. They're just like, can you imagine him going to court like, Your Honor, I know the weird eye, the skeleton piano, the corpses. I know what it looks like, but really, I'm a good guy.
Right.
But like when you see them guys outside of their makeup and without their black fingernail polish and everything, and all their gothic dress, it's like look like a dweeb.
Yeah.
That's most celebrities though.
Yes.
Black, white, and different. Most of
Yeah.
these people are dweebs.
At one point, didn't they think Marilyn Manson was like the kid from the Wonder Years? One of the kids from the Wonder Years?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You know what makes his case fucking crazy? Because I was just watching it the other day. Is the documentaries about the statute of limitations, and the women that he raped. He kept he paid people to threaten him for like 20 years
to push the statute of limitations.
Yeah. So they all
crime as well.
Yeah. So he's guilty of all of it, but they can't do anything about it. And I think it's crazy that they're not like nobody's hearing about that. That like
I I think it's crazy that somebody thought it was okay to be with Marilyn Manson by themselves. like even if y'all just play Madden, like I'm not about
That's
to
where
be
I'm
in
at,
the
bro.
room
Like,
with
why
you,
are
bro.
you keeping in the
Open
same
this
room
door,
as
cuz.
weirdo, bro? Like, he got black lipstick, black eyes, black nail polish, and he's painted pale. Get out of here, bro.
When the people would come, when I was living out in Baltimore, and people would come to my door, talking about, "Hey man, I can get your electricity bill lowered. Leave my door open if you're gonna come in here and talk to me. You don't close it. I don't know you, cuz."
No, we talking outside. You
Yeah,
want
we
me to
talking
come in?
outside.
You're not coming in my
Going
house.
inside my house,
What you want, bro?
looking all around and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, but last thing about Marilyn Manson, didn't he remove some ribs?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
He used to always say so he could
that was a rumor.
suck
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
It was a rumor.
Where's that? Okay, cool.
I'm sorry. Say it again. He removed some ribs so he could suck himself.
Yeah, bro.
He could suck
The
himself
90s
off.
is crazy.
And that was a rumor, like a real thing for real. Because I went to a school with 99% black people, and that was a rumor in my school.
Yeah.
Right.
When was this?
Like 90s.
90s,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is the 90s, bro.
98.
97, 98, something like that. 99,
Okay.
maybe.
It's giving SpongeBob SquarePants over here. I don't know nothing about that.
All right, so look, Will Smith, the man versus the actor, right? So y'all know, the Academy is talking about disciplinary actions for Will Smith, right? Considering taking the award away.
Possibly.
But
Mr. Smith.
the statement from the Academy, Mr. Smith's actions at the 94th Oscars were a deeply shocking, traumatic event to witness in person and on television. Mr. Rock, we apologize to you for what you experienced on our stage and thank you for your resilience in that moment. We also apologize to our nominees, guests, and viewers and all of that, blah, blah, blah. But they apologizing. You think they mean it or they just trying to save face?
The white people got upset. Period.
I think both. Also, because like we said earlier, Chris didn't write that joke. Somebody from the Academy wrote that joke. So they do kind of need to apologize to Chris for getting them set up.
Well, they did say that Chris had to approve it.
The
He
joke?
said, yeah. That's gonna be funny.
Somebody said this on Twitter. If they're going to take his award, you need to take all of Harvey Weinstein's awards.
That
You
part.
need to take Woody Harrelson's awards. You need to take, I think, Judd Apatow.
Oh, you mean Woody Allen? Not
Woody Allen, yes.
What did Woody Harrelson do?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Wrong Woody.
Why? Because he
Woody
can't jump
Allen.
and shit.
My bad. Yeah. But like, it's a long list of people who also need to have their awards taken away, or you don't take Will's award away.
Just let him have it, bruh.
Yeah,
let him
Let
have
him
it.
fucking have it, bro.
Just suspend him for a year or something.
Well, they said they asked him to leave.
And he didn't. He refused.
Right, he refused to leave. He was getting jiggy with it.
That's the funny part.
He was getting jiggy with it.
Who's gonna make him leave?
Well, right. They just seen him slap somebody. Nobody was gonna force him to leave.
That smoke.
What?
You know,
Like, all right, never mind.
He's
Let him
the
go.
biggest nigga in there. But
Getting jiggy with it.
they was not prepared for that.
I ain't seen nobody in that video of him dancing and singing and getting jiggy with it. I ain't seen nobody else saying the words but Will.
Bro, it was a big circle. It didn't get this man his face.
It was just-
He was not ready for that, bro. Like anybody that approached him to try to stop him from doing that was not security. That was like the camera crew production, bro. They not stopping him.
As the cameraman, you did not pay me enough to be security.
Hell no.
I'm not removing nobody.
But I
recording this shit.
I saw something today that said that Wills might be getting therapy to deal with repressed childhood issues.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's interesting you brought that up earlier. He going to therapy. Like, yo,
therapy.
He should. That's how you take care of your shit. You don't, like, I mean, what I find funny though is like it's gonna be interesting because, like, nobody. I mean, this is just someone's opinion, but nobody's fucking. Were there any good movies to watch the Oscars for? Like nobody. I mean, am I like?
It's never really
People watch
that.
movies.
I mean, yeah, but like, a mass of all the Oscar movies.
No, I'm talking about like recently because in personally, I watched the Oscars the past few years just to watch Ricky Gervais roast the shit out of these rich people. That's the funniest fucking part. And if they're gonna if like next year, if they're gonna take out somebody who doesn't roast, I feel Oscars are dead. You know, you're talking about is comedy dead? I think Oscars are dead. I don't know.
You can make jokes that aren't, you know what I'm saying? At least have some type of, you know, tactfulness about it, and you can't just be ripping at people's wives about their fucking diseases. Like, you just gotta, I don't think that should be that hard. We've had many years of the Oscars. I don't know, these white people have been doing this shit for 1,000 years.
Well, they did give us a number. The 94th Oscar.
Exactly.
The 94th, okay?
Exactly. We're going on 1,000,000 years of this shit.
Stupid. Shut up,
And we've never had an incident like this. I want to know if it was two white comedians, like, how would this have gone over? Everybody would have laughed?
I was gonna say, what if he made fun of like her dress and then he slapped? Would it be different because it's not a disease?
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. Now,
if he slapped him over dress, like, all right, bro, you wild.
You're mad.
You wild.
Yeah, he'd have been on What Are They Smoking?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And Boone said why he didn't slap August.
Yeah, why didn't he slap August?
Because
August was already a part
Who's
of
a better cheek slapper?
He already had that.
Will or
Like,
August?
he just wanted. That was a part of their open marriage agreement. So you can't smack August. And I think somebody said he did smack August.
Yeah, I don't think your child's friend is part of the agreement though.
Probably not.
I don't know how open people are.
That's probably
but I don't know if that's part of it.
That's an asterisk, right? I give you that. That's an asterisk. But also, if she was pulling the puppet strings like August told the story, again, he can't slap August.
I would slap August for going public and putting everybody in my fucking business because that was a private arrangement. He's the one who did that.
That's why I feel like he did slap the shit out of August. We just don't know about it. I'm gonna be real. Like,
I don't know. I feel like
goes on international TV and smacks somebody. And you don't think he smacked somebody behind closed doors? Like,
I don't think he smacked August because I feel like August would have told that too.
Snitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I did. He just would have came back out with another video.
Probably, yeah, I'll give you that one.
Like the one meme that I saw that wasn't funny, but it was serious, was like they had like a picture of Jada and they're talking about what nobody's talking about. And I'm not saying this is true, but if it is, it's fucked up. They're talking about how she's being toxic, she's being narcissistic, she's being manipulative, you know, and if that's true,
we're victim blaming. We're victim blaming.
Oh my God.
We're victim shaming at this point because
is it?
Oh, let Phil get it out. Let Phil get it out. I want to hear what Phil got to say.
What I'm saying is if years from now, Will's like, you know what? She had me on a fucking leash. She's telling me to do everything. Like, how much of an ass is he gonna feel like? Like, this is what I did for this woman, you know?
That's a personal problem.
I mean, you got manipulated, you know, it be happening.
So we victim blame the victim to then make the man who slapped somebody the victim.
No. I would still say if I was Will Smith, like the first thing you do is you get a fucking divorce because that's your issue. Like if if people are talking shit about you being a cuck and being with this woman who fucking like, you know, sleeps around, like why don't you get a divorce? Like what? What
if they got the open marriage and he's sleeping around?
It's not this. See, that's what people are getting it twisted. It's not cheating and it's not the sleeping around.
Right.
It's the exposing. It's the making public of private information.
Yes.
August.
That's the problem.
Yes.
He did it.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
did that.
And she continuously drags this man for profit
Oh, on the red table
and
talk.
notoriety.
On the red table talk,
But
she
that
did get
might
on
be
there.
why her hair falling out.
I'm lost.
It's all stress related.
And people keep making light of it. She smashed her son's friend. Why people just be overlooking that?
No,
That's
no, no.
crazy.
I'm with you. I am 100%
If
with
Will
you
was
on that.
smashing Willow's friend, then people will be in an uproar.
Not just Willow's friend. Willow's friend who was going through a whole bunch of stuff and came to them for counseling. He said, I will take you in and counsel you and help you get better, even though I am not a counselor and I have no business counseling you, and end up having sex with you. We wouldn't have been in the Oscars. None of it. We wouldn't even be talking about this. We would have been in jail.
You lose your license if you did that, right? If you was a therapist and you smashed your client.
Oh yeah, you would absolutely lose your license for that.
There's a whole bunch of what ifs. I mean, what if Will Smith had a disease? You know, what if he's got Parkinson's and he's all shaky? And then he said, you know, Chris Rock said something about that.
He got
with Jada.
like that.
Right, exactly.
Like, just stay still for a moment. You know,
He definitely stayed still for a moment. It's the fact that he tried to embrace him coming on the stage.
That's
like,
the MVLD. He didn't process.
He was like,
his brain can't process that something has gone wrong. He still thinks it's my hey Will Smith getting jiggy with slap.
He also laughed at the joke, so he probably thought he was going on there to steal the
Put the
mic
battery
and
in
have
his
a
back.
moment.
Put that battery in his back.
You guys need to stop trying to demasculate Will
I think he put a
Smith.
battery in his own back. I can't blame that on her.
That's the crazy shit though, bro. Like, cause I don't even watch the Oscars. I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning to that nigga getting smacked, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?" You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's still people saying it's fake.
I
I'm
thought
like,
it
yo,
was when I first saw it. I was like, "Oh,
Me
that
too.
was fake as shit." And then when he said to keep my wife's name out your mouth the second time, I was like, "Oh, that nigga."
When his chest got big.
when I saw Will crying like crazy, that's what I knew.
That's why I knew. That's why I knew he unraveled. Like
I'm like, he needs an Oscar for that, you know.
Remember last time you were so mad you cried? That was like elementary school. Like, like you about to go Super Saiyan. Like you were furious. You can't control your emotions. That man went off the deep end and slapped somebody.
And then the acceptance speech. The acceptance speech, it was beautiful, and he really just tied it all together about King Richard being somebody who protects his family.
Yeah.
It was like in that moment,
he had no intent. He was like, "I'm doubling down on what I did.
He did.
I'm not taking
He
it
doubled down in that moment. Yes.
Yeah, you gotta stand on it. At that point, bro, you gotta stand on it. How long he was up there talking, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that, dog. I'm out here. I just won the best man.
Yo, they ain't play no wrap it up music or nothing.
They asked him to
I
leave,
wish
man.
somebody would. I smack a
They asked him to leave.
Did they ask him to leave? It was like,
That's what they said.
They
That's
said
what
like
they said.
you don't have to sit
Did
up
he leave,
front if
bro?
you don't want to anymore.
Nah, he ain't
You can
leave.
sit
He
in
was
the
getting
back.
jiggy with it.
Because they asked me. I told
That's
them
what they.
no.
That's what they. They said we have a space for you back here. That's not asking me to leave. That's like volunteering me being able to sit somewhere else. I said no, I want to stay here.
Okay, if it was so wrong, why did he get the standing ovation that Jim Carrey later came out this week and said was disgusting? You won't get a standing ovation. Why are you getting a standing ovation if it's so egregious?
Because some people,
they're spineless.
Because them people in there also wanted to smack Chris Rock. That's another part of being a comedian. People are not going to like you, especially if you do a lot of crowd work.
Yeah.
You know what I had in the back of my mind that I was just laughing my ass off is because, you know, how you're talking about like PC culture being in like comedy. That whole Oscars, you know, it's like, all right, we're gonna have Amy Schumer, this like a female comedian who's been fucking hated. We're gonna have her host, and then we're gonna have all this LGBTQ. So like to me, it was funny because these fucking like corporate okay, I don't give a fuck whether you're liberal or conservative, but this corporate liberal media where they're trying to cash in the money, they're thinking in the back of their mind like, oh shit, a black guy just slapped a black guy. Is it going to be racist if we escort him out, or should we? Or should we cheer him on? You know, like it was just, it was so fucking cringy that it was.
But I think they were probably cheering him on because they see him unravel. It's like, you okay? You okay? You're okay. You're okay. You had a moment, but you're okay. You're gonna be okay.
Console him till he gets to his car, please. That's what that was.
Oh my god!
And his back rub him. Jada, are you okay? Yes, bro.
Man. Hope the therapy helps. I hope they get all the help they need, man. Hope they piece it up. They said that Chris Rock's tour, his tickets they're going through the roof now.
What? He gotta talk about that. What?
Oh, you
They
know
said
that.
he had his first show. They said I think today, and they said he got a standing ovation.
Where did this
Was
tour
last
come
night.
from? Where did this tour come from?
I think he was already on tour. I feel like
him and Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah, they were already on tour. Yeah,
Rock Hard, is that what it called? They could have called it Hard Rock. That's kind of cool.
That sounds like
He's
copyright.
going to be in
issue.
Chicago in like September.
Oh, where at? At the
Oh,
Chicago
them tickets
Theater?
gonna be $1,000 by then. Well, no, because people will found out what he said by then, so they might be a little.
Yeah, somebody's definitely gonna record that.
But this week, you got to pay, buddy.
What?
Yo, so now we got Brian be knowing.
Don't you know good?
Good, homie.
This week's Brian be knowing. Slap DB. Say nah. This week's Brian be knowing. Clean up your space. It's good for your mental health, your mental clarity. You feel like you can't think, or you feel like you bogged down, or your creativity not flowing the way you want it to flow. Look around your room. Is your room junky? Is your car junky? Is your living room junky? Is your, like, whatever is a mess, clean that up. You feel like you can breathe, you can process, you can create, you can make, you feel more comfortable, all that good stuff, man. It's spring. I know it's the cold part of spring, but it's spring. Time for spring cleaning. Declutter your space, declutter your mind, and produce the things that you want to produce.
I need to listen to that.
I know. Yeah, I think I heard that that's like I think Jordan Peterson says that. He's like, before you fucking try and clean up the world, clean up your own room.
Yeah.
That's great advice.
Because I know I'm not the only person. Like, yo, why do I feel like I can't think? And I look around my room, like, oh, this is okay.
No,
and I
that's
clean it
better.
up, and now I feel like I can breathe.
You can sleep better.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel tired when you wake up. You feel accomplished. You want to start doing more shit because you're on the road of doing shit and getting shit done.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree with that, and I definitely need to do that like yesterday.
I mean, I still got a box of stuff I need to clean up. So this one's for me as well this week.
Even mentally, like I started meditating 10 minutes before bed,
Mm-hmm.
and you think like if you just think about your mind, like on an MRI, how much your mind is stimulated all fucking day.
Absolutely.
Flood of information, flood of drama, flood of Will Smith memes,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just take fucking 10 minutes to where all your five senses are shut down, but you're not sleeping. It does. After about a month, you start feeling like you're high. It's such a fucking relaxing thing.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
My mind will get rested to start thinking about TikTok sounds or shit. I need to do better.
That's when I can't sleep.
I don't
I
understand.
ain't even got to walk in with my tool out.
Right.
I don't understand like the culture, the TikTok culture, the dances. Like the dances don't look appealing. Like they look like half energy, and they look stiff.
That's the thing. That is the thing, is to do it half energy.
It's almost like choreography.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're given these steps that you're supposed to imitate,
because it's trendy, and if you do it good enough, you get views and shit off of it because that's what's trending.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much more you can do on TikTok. That's the thing about it. I used to think that it was just the dancing and shit, and I'm like, you're never gonna catch me on there. And I'm like, right. I'm not gonna lie. I've done a couple of the dances. I have never posted them because I'm like, what am I doing? But there's so much more that you can do on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a platform for many, many, many things.
Business TikTok is booming.
It is.
I can't take the smoke.
Yo, Phil, what's your social media? Where can they find you?
I got Wild Philosophy, my Facebook page, my YouTube page. I just talk about a whole bunch of random stuff. I got reviews on there. I talk some crazier stories that I got, and then I got I got a few of my bands. I mentioned before. There's Red Tongue Ghost, which is my metal band, and then there's Kroll Klex, KROL, That's like more like Oasis, Smashing Pumpkins sounding, but that's what I got.
I would like to know, where do you like where are the comedy clubs that you go to out in Chicago, besides probably the Laugh Factory, maybe?
Yeah, everyone I know is for starting out, I've only been to open mics. There's a place in Joliet called Drunken Donut. It's fucking awesome because it's a donut shop and they have the comedy night on when the donuts expire. So you go there and they got all you can eat donuts.
Sweet.
And they fucking and
Joliet is not closed. Joliet is not closed, but I might go for some free donuts.
No, but I've done, there's Independent Tap, Blue Line Laughs, there's Gallery Cabaret, there's a whole bunch of open mics that people set up.
I've not heard of a single.
They're all up north. That's what it sounds like. They're all up north.
They're all in like downtown area because that's like where I mean I just joined, like there's comedy groups on Facebook and you just like people will post like, I'm having an open mic, do you want to hop on?
Sweet. What about last question, sorry, I know we're wrapping up. What about like, have you ever been to Jokes and Notes?
It sounds familiar.
In Bronzeville? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, are they still open or not?
I know
he's not coming to your side of town. You gotta go over there.
Have you ever been to Promontory?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do open mics there as well.
They do open mics there. I'm not going there.
Okay.
No, okay. Not getting me, shorty.
No, that's like 10 minutes from me. That's nothing.
I can't take the smoke.
I gotta hook up.
That's the fucking noise I'm gonna have in my sleep tonight.
I can't take the smoke.
I can't take the smoke.
Wake up in a cold sweat. I can't take the smoke.
Nito, what's your social media? Where can they find you?
At Nito B. Did I do it? I messed it up. Oh, there I go, right there.
Yeah.
Damn, Ace, get it together.
Yeah, so catch me right there on Instagram, YouTube, Church Life TV. Episode coming out tomorrow, man. My man Carlton Morrell, comedian, doing big things, man. He just did a show in New York. He fucking killed that shit. So, yeah, I'm gonna put this episode out tomorrow. So, Church Life TV, tune in, like, share, subscribe. Fuck with your boy, man. Oh, I'm gonna be my bad. Shout out to Zissimo's bar. I just did Zissimo's Friday. I'm going back this Friday. Catch me down there doing the open mic between 10 and 10:30, something like that. I'll be up there.
Okay.
Send me the info. I try to slide through. Wait, where is it at before I say I slide through?
It's up in Hampton, bro. Hampton.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
VA?
No, Hampton in Baltimore, bro.
Baltimore. Hamden.
Okay.
Hamden.
Okay.
So the P is silent. Hamden.
Yeah, Hamden. Yep.
Hamden, not Hampton.
That.
Yeah, it's my turn. There you go.
She was practicing.
She just wanted us to see it. Go ahead. Good job. Good job. Play the clap for her.
Thank you. Give me that. Thank you, guys. It's always a pleasure. I'm Ace Almighty, 2_. I'm still in Facebook jail, but I will be out in 8 days. So still the free Ace campaign is in full effect. And you know, I
She
will
call and
be
collect.
right. I'm on, we on the IG these days, but I also, we're doing the countdown now to Ace in the DMV. Coming up May 18th, I will be in the DMV, and I'm gonna link up with my Smoke Break friends. So stay tuned.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Don't you know no good?
Follow me at Brian B. Known, all the social media platforms.
Sonic Boom.
Follow me at Sonic Boom TV. Follow us at smokebreaklive.tv _. Somebody took our shit. You know what I'm saying? Peace.
I can't take the
Smoke break. Live, we live in the smoke break. Live in the smoke break.